Welcome to the Daily Devo. My name is Diana. Today we are talking about mending and tearing. Today's verse is Ecclesiastes 3:7. It says, "There is a time to tear and a time to mend." So I started learning how to quilt, and in quilting, you sew together many little pieces of fabric in order to make a bigger piece of fabric. And as you sew all these pieces of fabric together time and time again, you inevitably have a time where you need to tear apart a stitch in order to separate the pieces again. That's what our verse is talking about. There's a time to tear and a time to mend. So let's look at tearing for a moment. To tear a piece of paper is to separate one side from the other. Or maybe you tear open a bag or you tear open a package that comes to your home. Even many people, I was over in Africa and they would tear apart fibers of a plant that they would use to weave together to make baskets. Is there something in your life that needs to be separated? Is there a relationship? Is there a thought? Is there a priority? Is there a habit that needs to be separated? Or is there something to mend? There's a season for both. Is there something to mend, to bring back together, to rebind together? Is there a relationship that needs mending? Is there two truths in your life that you thought were separate, but really they need to be mended together? Are there two priorities? Are there two projects? What is it in your life that needs mending or tearing? Well, check this out. In Isaiah 61, this is the very verse that Jesus quoted when he stood up in the synagogue and he read the scripture and he said, "Today this scripture is fulfilled in your hearing." He said that in Luke 4. But Isaiah 61, it says this. It says, "The Spirit of the sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor." And catch this, he has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted. That is one of the things God does. He mends the brokenhearted. He binds together with grace and justice and love the brokenhearted of you and your neighbor. So as you pray about what a season of tearing or a season of mending might look like in your life, remember this: Jesus is the ultimate mender. It cost him his life that he willingly laid down for you, for me, and for everyone who would choose to turn to him and believe and receive his gift. There's a time to tear and a time to mend. Which one do you need God's help with today?